This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee and I talk reality TV dating shows such as Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum, Ready to Love, Married at First Sight, and The Never Ever Met. So if you do enjoy watching that type of content, then please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on when I upload a new video. This is a new channel, so I do appreciate the love and support. Thank you in advance for watching. Please like the video and please comment down below. If you comment, I'll comment back. Let's start a chat. All right, guys. So let's get into the reason why Clay from Love is Blind season 6 being with, I don't know, famous celebrity groupie Instagram model Celina Powell. Why this is so problematic. Why we all have, why we're upset about this, right? Well, I won't say upset. We're just like, in my mind, I'm thinking, I told you, because we knew this. We knew this about him. Now, so many people were buying the Clay apology tour, the Clay therapy tour. So Clay, I'm sure, has a publicist who, told him you need to, try to win the hearts of Black people again because you did embarrass AD on national television. And he went on an apology tour going on Tamron Hall and the Dear Wifey podcast. And I saw that he went on some other podcasts like the Poor Minds podcast and, talked about how he went to therapy and he had to maybe change therapists, but he did start going to therapy and he was changing and he was healing because, the trauma from his daddy cheating, really, really hurt him. And yeah, and y'all believed it. And then y'all try to tell us, oh, well, he didn't really have a good he didn't really have a good example of Black love. Because remember, this man said his idea of, I guess, what he saw about Black love was what he saw on like The Fresh Prince and Martin. And he said that most of the Black men that he sees cheats. And he was talking about people like, I guess, Diddy or whatever it meant, just foolishness. And then he tried to say, well, I didn't have the tools to figure out how to make a marriage work. What he said was that he always heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life, but he didn't know how to make himself happy as well to stay faithful in a marriage. But then he also said, it's just so much foolishness. He also said that he knew he didn't want to get married. He told producers, which they need to get a lot of heat. He told the casting that he did not want to get married, despite going on a show called Love is Blind, where the premise of the show is to talk to a stranger through pods that you've never seen or met, and then propose, and then get married to see if you really do love each other. So that's the whole end game of the show. He didn't want to get married, and he also didn't even watch, because all he had to do was watch the first episode or two. It's not that many damn episodes. It's not like, watching a season of a show like Grey's Anatomy when there's like 22 episodes in the show. Like, you literally could have watched probably 8 episodes from like season 1 or something if you wanted to see an example who goes on a show and not watch the previous seasons when you have access to it. That's just dumb. That's just being ill prepared. But we know that Clay is so unserious and so ill prepared because he didn't even, and this is what he admitted, that he did not even talk to his manager about making sure he had time off when it came to going on the show. So it's like everything about you is just so unserious. But then he gets on a podcast and he says that AD did everything right. She, took her time off and she was at home at the shared apartment and she was fully, in his words, she was fully invested in the process, showing him how good of a wife she could be. Okay? But he said it wasn't enough for him because he didn't see her go to work. He didn't see her go to work. And he couldn't understand why she wasn't going to work. Because they bonded on both being entrepreneurs and running businesses. But then he said, well, after the show was finished filming, she went back doing her real estate thing. And then people tried to find stuff online saying, well, she hasn't sold any houses or whatever. Well, y'all don't know this lady's journey. Maybe she's working at a brokerage or whatever, and she's just, who knows, child, who knows? But everyone's journey, it's not easy to sell houses. Like, that's not something that I would ever just want to jump into and think I'm going to be out here selling houses like y'all selling shoes. Like, it's just so easy, because it's not. So anyway, his friend went online saying, well, she has a sugar daddy and the sugar daddy is the owner of the club. Okay, even if it were true that she had a sugar daddy, that woman said she was going to quit her job working in the nightclub because she was not going to continue working for her ex while she was in a marriage, right? And did Clay not say when she finished filming the show, she went back working in real estate? Like, it was just like the bar is, in the words of Candace Diller Bassett from Real Housewives of Potomac, the bar is always moving. It's like, yes, you admit that she did everything that you want a wife to do. However, you didn't see her go to work. So therefore, you couldn't marry her. You couldn't understand her finances. You couldn't understand how this woman could take time off of work. There are a lot of people who actually can take time off of work if they need to. If they properly prepared themselves, if they speak to their management and HR, they can take time off of work, because she wasn't the only one. So did Chelsea. Chelsea still went back to work as a flight attendant. Like, you can still, people... But you know what that was? That was bullshit. And Black women have told y'all, but here y'all go, because y'all did not want to believe it. But Black women have told y'all that man was not attracted to that woman because she was dark skinned. And remember, he said all he wanted was like a woman with a big butt. Well, AD has a very big butt, and that still wasn't good enough for him. So why didn't he want to marry her? Oh, yes, because he was not attracted to and did not want a dark-skinned Black woman. Listen, there's so many people who want to talk about, oh, you talking about color measurement. Oh, I don't want to talk about the color measurement. It's a real thing. It does not only exist in the Black community, it also exists in the Indian community, the Latino community. If you guys ever watch a show on Netflix called Indian Matchmaking, the parents of the male who wants to find a match, they always say, can you make sure the woman is fair? As in fair-skinned. Okay, because they want the woman to be lighter skinned, a very lighter skinned Indian woman. So, again, colorism is in so many different communities. It's not something that dark-skinned women made up because they're just jealous. Like, I wish y'all would stop saying that. Colorism is in so many different communities. You know it's in the Latino community. You know it's in the Indian community. I believe it's also like in the Asian community as well, as there are maybe some Asians who are a little darker in complexion than others, and some can be very pale. So it's just, man, it's a lot. And no one ever wants to admit it's real or that they may benefit from it, or, yeah, it's crazy. But dark-skinned women can always tell a mile away a black man that's not interested in dark-skinned women, okay? No matter how, I mean, she better be out here with a Serena, well, I would say with a Serena Williams body, but I mean, we saw that AD has the body, so I don't, so anyway, yes, that's what it was. He didn't want to date a dark-skinned woman. That wasn't his type. So he runs to who? Celina Powell. Now, you know what is it's just so freaking crazy that AD had to have all these high standards. She had to go to work. I want to see entrepreneur. She needs to show me she's working. Please, Clay, tell me what Celina Powell does for work. You didn't like that AD had a quote-unquote sugar daddy. Celina Powell has been in the game for over 10 years, sleeping with famous black male celebrities, athletes, rappers, outing them online. So many rappers have called her out in their songs for being messy online, talking about people like, that's who you want? I'm sorry, sir, but her wholeness has not been deleted. But that's who you wanted? A woman that has been known to sleep around with multiple guys in the industry? Do you think she's getting up every day to go to work? What is her entrepreneur? What is her business? Besides her body, what is her business? It's really sad that the standards that black women have to have in order to get a black man, but white women don't have to have. All they have to do is be attractive, and not even attractive. They can be considered one of the biggest whores in the game, and y'all still will choose to be with them over to be with a beautiful dark-skinned black woman. It's comical. It's comical. Because he didn't understand AD's finances. And then he also said, AD was showing me how great of a wife she's going to be. Oh, but I didn't see her go to work. One thing I know for a fact is that Celina Powell is not getting up and going to work every day. We know that to be a fact. You are her work. You are her work, sir. And you know what? For her to respond, so of course the mom finds out. The mom posts a comment. Well, she posts something, and she's pretty much saying that she did see Celina Powell's social media, and that she was very much not happy to see what she saw. So let me read to you what Miss, her name, is it Maggie? Anyway, first, okay, she says, Happy New Day. This is Clay's mom, guys. First, my number one rule for folks following me on social media, don't send me any inappropriate videos. I'm not going to call you out, however, you know who you are. Second, I don't know who CP was. I didn't know who CP was, Celina Powell, was until everyone started sending me her YouTube information. Then she posted a picture of a throwing up emoji. And then said, it's very interesting that some men will lose everything thinking that the apple is good, but it's a forbidden choice. Do better. The deceiver uses old tricks to attack and destroy. Clayton Alexander, you know Jesus will allow things to occur. He's still trying to get your attention. Please surrender to him. In closing, I pray that everyone reading this gives the same attention to other things that matter, like helping support your local food banks and volunteer in your local communities. I pray that everyone has a wonderful day on purpose. Signed, Straight Shooter. Wow. Oh, gosh. Mama said, be blessed. But yeah, she pretty much, with the throwing up face emoji after, I guess, looking at Celina Powell's YouTube page, let us know how she feels about Celina Powell. Celina Powell responded by playing a clip of a Tupac song, and the part that she specifically chose to play is when Biggie said, "Fuck you ain't," I'm sorry, not Biggie, child. When Tupac said, "F you and your mama." So, and yes, Clay responded, and he said something about his mom. it, it's just, it's comical, though, because, again, that black woman wasn't good enough. And he gave the weakest excuses possible. And y'all believed him. Y'all talked about his daddy, and he didn't have no good example, and yada, 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 yada. Clay is an F-boy who went on a TV show looking for fame, not for love. And Clay is getting what he wants, and that's attention. I love the fact that AD has not responded. She has not said anything or done anything shady online, and she shouldn't. I think what AD should do is continue being her awesome self. It looks like she is going to and doing events with other Netflix alumni, Netflix reality stars from previous, all different shows and previous seasons of Love is Blind. It looks like she's getting some, influencer money, posting ads, and we see her constantly traveling. And it looks like she's going to be in her influencer era, and she should. I feel like I would love to see her get a contract with like some kind of company that, eats healthy. Like, what is that company? Like, one of those fuel, what is it called? Is it Fit Meals or, those meal prep companies, those smoothie type companies. Yeah, I would love to see her get some kind of brand deal with that, or like Fabletics, or some kind of sporting, workout clothes, because we know that she works out. Like, girl, I think that she'd also do really well going on another Netflix show. So good for her. She doesn't need to respond. I'm sure those DMs are popping. I'm sure she's probably dating. Just AD, be your awesome self. Clay out here looking a fool, and we know why he said no at the altar. All dark-skinned women know why he said no at the altar, and that's that one that. And you don't deserve that, and be your awesome self, girl, and completely disassociate yourself from this foolishness. Y'all, comment down below your thoughts. I mean, who's surprised? Who's surprised? Comment down below your thoughts on what you think about Clay and what you think about this whole Celina Powell situation. Did you fall for the okie doke? Did you think that he was a black man crying out for help because he didn't have a good example, even though he is a grown, damn near 30-plus-year-old man who knows right from wrong, and y'all thought he was going to go to therapy and he was going to change? Let me know. It's okay. It's a judgment-free zone. Comment down below your thoughts, and I will comment back. If you made it this far, do me a favor and like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel, because I will upload new videos when more information or more tea comes out. This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee, and I talk reality TV. I'm signing out.